Vest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Vest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Vest Bank, we believe.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has a prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
We did it our way, grown music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that bar bucket suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustler. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track. Bustin' halfway across that city with that back, fat cash crushing. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't give me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can hold us. Like the ceiling can hold us.
Why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Vest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Vest Bank, we believe.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has a prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
We did it our way, grown music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that bar bucket suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustler. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track. Bustin' halfway across that city with that back fat, cash crushing. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't give me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling.
Hey War Eagle family, we're back with day 2 of our Arkansas State Girls Soccer Tournament. We have our Lady War Eagles heading into the second round, I guess, which they earned their spot in yesterday, and they're going to be playing against your Bentonville Tigers girls soccer team.
Yes, we just kicked off. Is this the semifinals or quarterfinals? Quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think it is quarterfinals.
Yes, quarterfinals. So we have 4 games going on today, 8 teams left, because 4 got a pass into today automatically, so they didn't have to play yesterday, which Bentonville was obviously one of those teams. So they're on fresh legs.
Yeah.
Starting today. They didn't have to play yesterday.
We had our first round yesterday for the Lady War Eagles against Pulaski Academy, and we won 4-1, which was a nice way for the girls to start their tournament off.
Yeah, we started off with a goal in like the first 40 seconds of the game. It was a great way to come out.
For sure. Before we forget, I'm Vivian.
And I'm Ava.
So I will be with you guys for the first half, and then Ava will still be here for the second half, but I will be, doing some other stuff after then.
Yes, I will be here all game. So we started off, Mia Crawford has the ball. We were talking about earlier just her punt and how dynamic it is. We watch it every game, and just the way it changes the whole flow
For sure.
immediately puts us up on offense.
Yeah,
On their side of the
yeah.
field, it's such an impressive leg. We've got some students from school today here to cheer on the team. Like we were talking about yesterday, the team chemistry is really shown on the field, but also just like other teams coming out and support them shows so much. And that's something that us Heritage War Eagles definitely do, is teams support other teams.
Mia's going to go ahead and get a hold of that ball, and as it was about to go out of bounds, and kick it.
Yes. I believe it might have gone out of bounds, and so now she's going to have a goal kick to hopefully make something of it. Both teams are starting off crazy aggressive, pushing each other.
Yeah, really setting the tone for the match here.
That's always been something that you've noticed about the Heritage War Eagles, is them putting their bodies in between the players and the ball and just always being really aggressive during the game. But Bentonville's bringing it too right now. You can tell this game means so much to both teams. So the aggression is just 100% there, and I don't doubt that it won't be there the whole game.
Yeah, we have a lot of really amazing seniors too, and I know how, obviously they don't want it to make this their last game.
So we just got called for a foul. They're going to have a free kick. See what we can make of this on our defensive end. Our defense has been so strong this year. We have such a strong defensive line.
Oh,
Oh,
Mia's
no.
tagging it.
Something was called before that goal, so that will not count. I believe they called offsides on one of the Bentonville players that got a tap on that. Yes, they did. I was wondering, Mia Crawford came out of the goal, and there was a Bentonville player right there with her.
Yeah,
I was like,
I know.
what
I
is she
was like,
doing in the box with her? So, worked out in our favor there. But, of course, Mia Crawford bringing her whole body out. She always does everything in her power to stop any goal from happening.
Heritage is trying to play a patient game right now. I mean, obviously aggressive, but patient in the way that they're not afraid to pass it back if it means that long term they'll be able to make more progress towards Bentonville's goal. Sorry, folks. We have the scoreboard now. We just noticed that it wasn't there. So we had to make sure that you guys can also see the time, the period, and the score along with us. And so we don't have to, necessarily describe it.
Gives you the opportunity to kind of be here without being here.
Yeah.
Not going to miss out on anything. Mia Crawford's going to take the kick that we just got. I missed what it was. I'm assuming an offsides from where it was, but might have just been a foul. But yes, like you were mentioning earlier, our girls are so good about being patient and looking for the opening pass. Like here, she's going to look for the best spot and best spacing to get the ball through.
Ooh.
Oh, what a great touch.
Oh, so close. So close.
She genuinely could have let that roll by and go in the goal, but she was trying to finish it off for her. Such a close opportunity. That was right there. She just got a little too much under the ball, and it popped up over the goal. But, wow, what a perfect play.
Even like being here to watch this live, sometimes it doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
You know, just processing that just happened in front of me. And it's
Yeah,
not,
and just
you know,
how skilled they
pre-recorded.
are.
Yeah, it's like video game characters. Both of these teams are so good, you know?
Yeah, they really are. They both have definitely deserved their spot to be playing today.
Very well-earned spots.
And both girls deserve the chance to go on to tomorrow. They're both really well-rounded teams, and they both had an amazing season. But yeah, that last play was just it was a great possession.
Yeah.
And good communication to be able to pass it all the way across the field to an outside to try to send it back across.
That pass was beautifully done.
Mm-hmm. Here goes Mia Crawford again. She's going to be able to punt it, which, again, will get us back on offense. We have quite a few fans in the stands today.
Yep.
Pretty packed game.
A lot of seniors because our graduation is tonight, and so I know they probably want to support, you know, a Heritage team won last time before being a Heritage alum.
Yes.
Bentonville's going to kick it towards the goal, and Mia scoops it right up.
Kind of a crazy day, especially for some of the seniors that are out there playing right now.
Yeah.
Them having graduation tonight.
Very emotional day.
Oh, for sure.
Heritage just threw it in. Heritage has possession of the ball, passing it up. Bentonville's goalie scoops it right up. I wish we had a roster here with us to be able to, you know.
Tell you who's who. But even
Yeah.
from up here, their numbers can appear so small.
Yeah.
We were talking about yesterday, we both need our glasses to be able to watch.
Ball goes out of bounds. Heritage is going to throw it in.
And our team is very well-rounded, but I can tell you just from playing with quite a few of these Bentonville girls in soccer before, they are a very aggressive and well-rounded team too, so it's a very good matchup today. Our girls are doing great on defense, just reading it and getting the ball out to be able to reposition.
Yeah, they definitely aren't afraid of healthy aggression, I guess. Like,
yes.
they're very much willing to put themselves right in front of that ball if it means it will get them any sort of advantage.
And putting the ball out of bounds there and allowing us to all set up in front of the goal and have our defense ready. Mia Crawford got right in that. She helped there.
Yeah, very strategic plays from everyone involved.
Oh, Bentonville goal. It's a great shot.
Wow, that was weird. I thought it bounced against the goalpost.
I thought it did too. Mia's trying to say something.
Yeah, I think she's trying to say the same thing because it looked like it bounced.
Oh.
I don't think I saw it go in.
Not a goal.
Okay. Good.
Okay, it was on the outside of the goal.
Good. Because I saw it bounce against that goalpost.
Yeah,
I was
from
like,
from the angle that all of us are at, it looked like it went in. So even all the fans in the crowd were cheering too for it.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't have been able to tell had the ball not bounced back like
Yeah.
insanely speedy for it to have, you know, allegedly gone in. And so I was like,
Yeah, you could tell by the way Mia Crawford reacted on that, and because she's very good at reading the ball and where it's going to go in the goal. She's an outstanding goalkeeper, and so to see her kind of be calm under that possession, you know that she read it as not going into the goal. So I saw by her reaction, I knew that she definitely knew something that we were not aware about in the fans with the crowd.
Bentonville is going to get to kick it from the 30-yard line.
Had a call on us. Mia Crawford has the ball. Again, she has had such a great game so far, and she's just been such a dynamic player all year. But you watch the way she plays, she's such a crucial player for the team, and she just keeps them together and going.
Yeah, and you can really tell, like, a lot of other soccer teams just think of their goalies as kind of being there until needed, but Mia will do anything to insert herself and be helpful, you know, to the rest of the team, and that really makes her a star player. She stands out, you know. She's not just the goalie. She's Mia Crawford. She's, you know, really a part of the team and a part of all of the playing that we have going on. I'm having trouble putting my thoughts into
words when it comes to her. She's just such an impressive, well-rounded player, and you watch just the way she plays and the aggression she has at all times. And you know, it has to be hard as a goalkeeper when you're not always involved in the possession, but she is always ready for that switch. Like, you can watch, obviously we can't see on the camera at the moment, but her back there in the goal, she's on the ball the whole time. And she's always ready, pacing around, ready to have that opportunity just like that, where she can run out of the goal and collect the ball and be ready. Great flip of the field.
Bentonville has come out of the gate, like, insanely aggressive and insanely fast-paced, but I really want to see if that will end up hurting them, you know, going further into the game, because of the fact that they're playing this so fast. And so if they're not able to immediately start scoring goals and seeing kind of the
result of it.
Yeah, the result of their work, I'm wondering if that's going to influence their playing and their strategy moving forward into the match, just because Heritage has such a good defense.
And just such a good pace. Heritage always plays with such a solid pace throughout the game, and you'll notice even when they're down by 2 or up by 2, they're playing with the same aggression and the same pace, and they're never rushing their opportunities to the goal, which is just such a powerful thing that Heritage has worked on. Again, looking for that opportunity. Josie Wakefield, so fast. She kicks it up. It hit the goalpost. They're saying that bounced in. They're saying it hit the goal pass and bounced into the goal. Nope, they did not count it.
Okay. Roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
Here. Not even halfway into this half of the game.
Oh, great defense by Charlie. Putting her whole body on that. You can tell it's getting to the girls too. They're playing so aggressive at the moment. They know it's just back and forth on who's scoring when. That's going to be Mia Crawford. She has that ball. She'll punt it, give the girls a second to set up. But what we were explaining earlier about that goal, there's actually, if you look underneath the goal, there's the line of the end of the football field. And if that hits that goalpost and bounces down on the ground behind the line, it's considered a goal because it just has to pass that line. And so some of the fans were saying that it should have been a goal with where it bounced. But obviously none of the referees had an angle and the goalkeeper already had it. So possession kept playing. See, Bentonville offense has been attacking really strong against our defense. Our defense has had a great job this game of just staying with it.
Yeah, and just kind of covering all sides of the field, you know. Where there's one Bentonville forward, there's at least 4 Heritage defenders.
Already, yes. I think Bentonville's having kind of a hard time of finding a gap to be able to play through because our defense is just being so strong. Ooh, we're going to have a kick. See what we can make of it. Many of the girls on the Heritage team have such a strong leg that when we get kicks like this, we can make a lot happen from a lot of opportunities off of them.
Completely agree.
We saw yesterday there were quite a few where they went for the goal from about the 35-yard line out on the field, which was really impressive. Look at that setup.
Yeah, and it's really hard to kind of fathom just how far our girls actually are when they're making these shots, but they, like, although it might not look very far from our angle and what you're seeing on the live stream, it feels insanely far when you're actually standing down there.
Yes, and when you're on that field and you're in their position and you look at how far they really are kicking it, and that's part of the impressive plays about when we pass it forward in front of the goal and have our girls run through, just that timing and that spacing is so impressive to be able to do. Gonna see what our defense can make of this. Again, defense has been so strong this game. Little beat on the outside. Sends it across. A great save by Mia Crawford. She dove in front of that goal to get that ball.
It's like almost nerve-wracking until you realize, oh, we have Mia there. You know,
Yeah,
it's
because
not
she was
gonna-
kind of hidden in that possession. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wide open goal and send it across, because that was a great play by Bentonville. But Mia Crawford, she's always there. She's always ready to dive in front of the ball and put her whole body into it. Like we said, anything to protect her goal. She's a great goalkeeper.
Whew.
Our girls both there, ready to follow up with that goalkeeper.
Yeah, it was slippery almost. She
almost lost it.
Yeah, she did almost like she ended up completely 180 rotated.
Around the ball, yeah.
Mia's gonna go ahead and grab that as it goes out of bounds.
She'll let the ball girl do it, save some energy. That's what they're out there for. We appreciate those ball girls so much. They keep the pace of play going in the possession.
Oh, I don't know how she's not like absolutely dying at this point. I would be passed out.
Mia's had a
needing
lot
water.
right now.
Yeah. Like I would be dying of thirst.
And now the sun's popped out,
Yeah.
directly shining down on them. It's a hot day.
I know this is the second day in a row that right before a Heritage game, the sky has, cleared up.
Showing 80 degrees outside right now, but on top of that, we're actually still showing a tornado watch, and it is unbelievably windy out there on that field. So you think about all of their kicks and what the effect of that wind's going to play on it. It just makes it so much more impressive. He's going to call that, hit the top of the post of the goal, which is going to resemble being out. Went over the top and hit the field goal post, actually, on top of the goal.
Our field goal posts are so like sun bleached. I think it's almost funny. They're like it's super duper pale yellow.
It's closer to white than yellow.
Yeah,
Out
yeah.
there, yeah.
I was gonna say this earlier, and we're kind of off of this now, but on the weather, it being the second day that the sky has cleared up for the War Eagles, the sun is shining down on Heritage right now.
Yes. And like I was saying, that tornado watch, I'm telling you, that wind is playing a role.
Yeah. We know y'all can't see right now, but if you could see the flag, it is blowing directly towards the Heritage goal. So
Which means Mia's punts are just going to be that much stronger into the second half when we switch sides of the field. We'll see what she can make of it then.
I know. So if you think her punts are strong now,
Getting
just
past
wait,
half
just
field
wait.
mark, just wait until she's the wind on her side instead of against her.
Yeah.
Going to call that out. It's going to be a War Eagle throw on the sideline.
I think it is so funny in Arkansas how we could have tornado watches with it looking like this out.
Completely sunny and 80 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Arkansas weather for you.
We have Bentonville throwing it in.
No, they're actually going to get a kick
Oh,
off of a
kicking it in.
handball. Yeah. It's directly on the sideline, though, right over there. So. She sent that over to the middle really well. There you go again, though. Mia Crawford got the ball. What a dynamic goalkeeper. She really plays such a good role for this team. Oh,
I
wow.
know. Yeah.
Great play by Josie. She let it hit her body and run out. Goalkeeper's out of the goal. Fully out of the goal. She's
Oh
one of
my
the
gosh.
defenders in that possession.
Yeah, it's like the last game in this tournament, Harbor versus Harbor versus Fayetteville, where at the very end, 20 seconds left, Harbor had their full house over at Fayetteville's goal because it was 20 seconds and they were about to have a chance to potentially tie
And they
it
were
up.
down by one,
Yeah,
correct?
down
Yeah.
by one. And so their goalie, was over at Fayetteville's goal, and it's weird. It's like seeing a
To
fish out
see
of water.
everybody on that, yeah. We're subbing some girls in for our War Eagles. Good on a day like today. You know they have to be getting tired. And I think we're taking a water break right now.
Oh, I know they were so happy.
About that, yeah. We have 20 minutes basically left on the clock. So the exact time on the field is 20 minutes and 22 seconds. We'll see. So far, our girls have done really good. It's been really back and forth, though. You can tell both teams are very evenly distributed on their talent level and their skill level. Both teams have really strong defenses and offenses.
Yeah, both just fighting so hard for it.
I think our biggest advantage right now, obviously, Josie Wakefield and her speed as a forward. You watched on that last possession right before this water break, Mia Crawford punted it down the field, and Josie Wakefield actually turned her body towards Bentonville's goalkeeper and let the punt fall in front of her so that she could run through with that speed, and she uses that to her advantage, and it's such a powerful move, just being as fast as she can. She can beat so many defenders out on the field, and she's one that every team, when we play them, they always make sure they always have a defender on her.
Yeah, Josie's another one of our very dynamic seniors. It's going to be sad to see her go. She is just amazing.
Yeah. I mean,
can't even...
You look, in that last possession that I was talking about, Mia Crawford and Josie carried it down the field, and that's two of our seniors. So they've played lights out this season. They've given it all. I know Josie Wakefield's actually about to break the school record for the most goals scored in a season.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I know last week when we were playing against Rogers, I was working with someone else on announcements, and I think he said that she was 6 goals away or 7 goals, something like that. And since then, she's had, 2 or 3 goals. So
That is a crazy legacy to leave.
she's pretty close to that. See where she goes. Yeah, what a way if she can get to that school record. Even just saying how close you got, because I think it was 20-something goals in a season. That is so impressive.
Yeah, that is really impressive.
She's had multiple hatchets this year, that just tells you something about the player.
Yeah, for sure. Both the teams are fighting hard at it again. Ball goes out of bounds.
Okay. Gonna go back out wide potentially. She turned. She's good at reading it. Again, Bentonville defense has been so strong. You watch, they get back so aggressively on our offense, but our defense has been such a great match too that really this game's like defense against defense.
Yeah. It's almost like in baseball when it comes down to just being a pitcher show off.
Yeah, pretty much. Our offenses both are amazing, so it just shows how good the defense has to be in this game. Gonna watch. Bentonville's trying to get an opportunity at our goal, but again, our defense is doing so good. They're almost moving as one, which is such a good way to describe it. I've talked to a lot of people about being on a soccer field, and it's Mia Crawford's gonna have that ball, by the way, and be able to punt. But almost like if they were attached with a rubber band, the direction of the ball, if the ball's on the left side of the field, all of our defense is shifting to that left side with them. And it's allowing us to stay together as one and not allow any opportunities for the ball to get through our defense unless it's intentional to go back to Mia Crawford. And it's been such a strong thing this game because the Bentonville offense is really putting it all on our defense, but they're staying together as one and not letting any opportunities come from it.
Yeah, and I really think that's just like a large continuity without all of athletics, you know, being able to move as a unit and move as one team rather than a group of individual players really can make or break your status or your record or gameplay in general as a team.
You think about how wide the football field is, how much space there is for them to have a look at the goal. So having those 4 defensive players really stick with it together. Right now we have 3 at the back, but we always have someone step back and help out. Bentonville has a breakaway out on the outside, but our defense is there.
Yeah, watching our entire set of defenders just immediately get back there, you know. Just being insanely ready for whatever's, you know, happening next.
Ooh, almost got tripped up. She's all good, though. Got up real fast. Sent it across, but there's Mia Crawford. Again, she always has her eye on the ball. And you look in that possession, too. We had 3 girls in the box ready to defend, too, along with one on the outside of the box with one of the defenders, or one of the offensive players, I mean. So our whole defensive line was ready and back there. Like I said earlier, our defense has really held its own this game. Lady Tigers, it's showing statistically, which we don't know how accurate it is, but they've had at least 9 shots this game on our goal, which just shows our defense has really worked.
Yeah.
Really worked this game.
For sure, without a doubt. And we're over halfway into this first half.
Yeah.
And, you know, words. And having both of those, like, our almost goal being so close, I can't get over that. You know, it almost
Again,
being
like,
right there.
that one technically could have been a goal, that first shot that we had, but you don't know because we have nobody on that end refereeing. So it's hard to ever tell if it bounced back behind that line or not. It's one of those things. It's just an unfortunate play. 2 inches lower in that shot, and it would have been a goal.
Yeah.
Clear as day.
We are so lucky to have players who are so aware, though. I mean, with Mia being able to, you know, be confident about the fact that, oh, no, that wasn't a goal. It just bounced off the goalpost, you know, sort of thing, and being able to speak up on that.
She looked at the ref. She made sure that they were not going to miscall that one.
Bentonville has possession. Attempted pass.
Again, what I was mentioning earlier about the winds, you watch the Bentonville players, their kicks from any spot on the field have been so strong because they have the wind with them that it's almost making it even more challenging for our Heritage girls to flip the field because the kick just has to be that much stronger. So to watch the way that they do still flip the field is just so impressive and says so much about the strength in our players, especially after having a game just yesterday.
Yeah, well, and another great thing about Heritage, you know, their gameplay is that they're really able to take their time, you know. They're really able to judge a situation well, and I think that makes them, you know, that much better as a team and makes them that much more fun to watch because they're able to take their time, assess the situation, you know, play with patience, and it makes them not only so enjoyable to watch, but a great team, you know, objectively.
Yeah, and the thing that's so impressive about it and that's almost hard to comprehend is they're so patient, but they're so quick with their patience, in a sense. So they're patient enough to be able to look up with the ball at their feet, continue to keep moving with the ball and pushing forward, but also find where the next opportunity for the pass to go that will set them up for the best shot and look at the goal. And so they can put that off so quickly, but they're so patient and calm with the ball at their feet that it's so hard to comprehend how they can do that and where their skill level is at. For them to be able to be quickly patient. That's not something I would expect to say, to be quickly patient, but they show it so well. Just they're never like they never respond like they're under pressure. They're always confident in their ability to play and have a good outcome whatever circumstance they're in.
Yeah, and that's, a huge part of soccer is how well are you able to play under pressure? How well are you able to play with, your opponents pressing you, trying to make you play more sloppy? And Heritage does a great job of just kind of holding their own under pressure and withstanding that pressure.
Bentonville looking for an opportunity towards the goal. Again, our defense is there. It's going to go off of a Bentonville player's leg out of bounds, so it will be Mia Crawford's ball. She'll have a kick. We'll see what we can make of this.
Little over 10 minutes left in this half. Neither teams have scored a goal, which I'm sure you can see with our scoreboard, but, sometimes it feels appropriate to say.
Yeah, they've both just been so aggressive offensively and defensively that it's lined up. Both teams have had such great opportunities, but neither have had that many opportunities in a sense. So they're just so evenly matched teams that you watch the amount of shots taken. It really has been more of just playing possession in the middle of the field than on the goal. Ooh. Both of them are going to go down there. They're going to call a foul on our Heritage player. That was just an aggressive play. She didn't mean, obviously, anything to come of it, but
Sends that ball right down and right over to Mia.
yes. That is one player I know from the Bentonville team, and she's played her whole life and has such a good leg. So I know Mia Crawford's played against her before, so Mia was definitely prepared for how that shot was going to go, and being able to know that very well had the chance to get all the way to Mia Crawford, just like it did. She was ready.
What number is she? 16?
I believe so. Their jerseys are quite challenging to read.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need glasses, to be honest.
Yeah. I've noticed her a few times throughout this game. She's really not afraid to insert herself into any situation. Definitely you can tell she has no fear of the ball, which I guess is a standard for soccer players, but I could never do it.
Yeah.
So
She's played kind of all around. She's definitely a great player. I believe she's wearing a captain's band for Bentonville. Makes sense. Our girls, once again, our defensive line's so strong. Just trying to get the ball out of there, flip the field. Great touch.
Oh, ball got left behind.
Yeah, she did not intend to do that, but she got back. She got control over it. We're almost moving so quick that we can't get our touches underneath us. We're just such a fast-paced team.
A lot of gameplay on the right side of the field.
Definitely. It hasn't really switched very often.
Yeah, and it's same as yesterday. We were playing, on the right side of the field pretty much the entire time. Watch that one just sail out.
Mia Crawford's going to have a kick again. Kind of giving our girls a second to catch their breath. She can tell. She can read the team. And also, Bentonville's subbing in at the moment, getting some fresh legs out on the field. Some of the girls that originally started the game are coming back in.
Ooh.
Had that ball out. It's going to be a War Eagle throw on the sideline. Talking about yesterday, you watch our throws from the sideline, and they are so strong when you think about, oh, that's gonna be a call, by the way. She just hit her from the back, shoved her down. So, no, they're actually just going to call it out of bounds. That was the referee her hand up in the air.
Oh.
Happened again. Our girl's looking.
I know, yeah.
So you know this is a pretty fun game between the two teams.
Yeah, it's nice to, kind of know your opponents.
Yeah, know their skill level, but also just it's fun playing against people that you usually play with and travel with or play against over the summer or with competitive teams. Getting to play them in a school game too is just always an awesome opportunity and so much fun,
For sure.
especially in this level
Yeah.
where it's for state.
Yeah.
Sideline throw for Bentonville.
Mia's going to scoop that right up again.
She is one of the players on the field that might have the most touches on the ball
Yeah. Yeah.
this first half, which is it's a good thing in a sense to have such a good goalkeeper that we know she can handle the ball.
Yeah, such an amazing last line of defense, and it's hard to even call her a last line of defense just because she's so
She's
active
involved in
within
it,
the
yeah.
game.
Even when we're on offense, they'll tend to pass it back to her because of the leg that we were talking about earlier, how strong she is.
Yeah.
Passing it back can allow us to just flip the field. I guarantee we'll see a little bit of that in the second half, knowing that we have the wind with us.
Yeah, and she'll be able to get a nice little break between now and then.
Yes.
Whew.
I know both of these teams are going to be feeling it going into halftime. They're going to need that little break. They've played so aggressive this first half. It's one of the most intense games I think I've watched on the soccer side of things. Both teams just clearly really want it.
Yeah.
And you can see from every single person out there on that field.
Bentonville is going to get
A corner kick. Is this the
corner
first
kick.
corner kick of the first half?
Yeah, it is.
I don't remember seeing either one on either side.
Yeah, no, this is the first corner kick.
We just mentioned how it's been played almost in the middle of the field so much because both sides of defense are so strong. And that just proves it having one corner kick of the whole game.
Mia's
Again,
ready.
Mia Crawford comes out and puts her hands up over every single person in that box. Doesn't even give them a chance to get a touch on the ball.
And just immediately kicks it
Flips the field.
right over the 50-yard line.
Oh, wow. Tough fall. Both just collided with the ball in between
Yeah,
their
their
feet.
legs kind of just locked.
You'll see when you both kick that ball with all the force that you have, it's crazy to see how much momentum will come back out and how
Yeah.
much force will come back out of the ball. Clearly, to see them both fall down based off of it. Again, Mia Crawford's kick. We're going to get a touch on it, push it forward.
Ooh, ball is just bouncing away.
It is, and I'm sure the wind has something to do with that, but
Wow, a lot of momentum carried through that kick.
that's what I'm saying. You think about that with the wind against it. Lots of volleys falling during this first half. Shows how aggressive it's been.
Heritage playing it pretty patient.
Yes, I think going in this half, trying to get into halftime without giving them an opportunity at the goal. Mia Crawford, once again in front of it. able to collect the ball.
I mean, y'all can't see the scoreboard with all the shots on it, but Bentonville has had 10 more shots at goal than Heritage.
And maybe even more than that.
Mia has been here to, save each and every
Save
one.
us. You think how impressive that is, thinking they have not scored in this first half with 14 shots on the goal. That doesn't say anything about our goalkeeper. Wow.
Heritage fighting to keep possession. But and ball's going to go out of bounds.
We're getting there, but genuinely, if you look at it, Bentonville has dominated this first half when it comes to offensive side. They've been on our side of the field way more often than we have, but our defense has stopped it every single time and been able to flip the field, and it is so impressive. Like we were just now mentioning, to have 0 goals scored is so impressive.
I think it's just going to be a matter of will the War Eagles not only be able to gain possession, but keep possession of the ball going into the second half, because we've been able to, yes, get the ball over to Bentonville's, side of the field towards their goal, but it's been a matter of keeping possession,
Oh, she just threw it into the goal based off of a sideline throw. No. Something changed. I understand soccer, but that part kind of confused me. I looked away for a second and then looked back, and she was throwing the ball in, and it went into the goal, but
that doesn't count?
no.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
I guess you can't score off a sideline throw.
Yeah, I was
I've
gonna
actually
say.
never seen somebody be so strong off of a sideline to be able to throw it into the goal, so what an impressive throw by that Bentonville player. But again, Mia Crawford, she knew. She stayed composed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense because you'd be scoring using your hands at that point.
Some parents have said about that not being called, but
Okay.
Charlie Sims is just, she's playing aggressive. She's not meaning anything by it, but I think it's a lot of just getting tripped up on
Maybe
the turf.
maybe I sound like I'm biased towards the War Eagles, right? Which obviously I am. But in the same sense, it looked like they just kind of got caught up in each other.
And I think what can tend to happen quite often is there was a fall right before that where the player had tripped over the ball, but some of the fans were yelling and upset about that not being called. And so sometimes it can be like, in a sense, a makeup call for missing something. But that's the end of the first half.
Neither of your teams have scored.
Yeah, 0-0 going into half. We'll have a 10-minute halftime and then be right back. I'm sure both teams will come out with just as much aggression. They've played lights out.
Yeah.
They have both been giving it everything they have. They both want this. Clearly, it's a good game. Really good game.
Hopefully the War Eagles can get right back to work going into the second half, and we will see you after this short break.
Yes.
Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows. the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has a prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
We did it our way, grown music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustler. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track. Bustin' halfway across that city with that back, fat cash crushing. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't give me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can hold us. Like the ceiling can hold us.
We are Heritage.
Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has a prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
We did it our way, grown music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that bar bucket suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDEN.
And we're back, War Eagle family. I'm still here with you guys. I didn't have to switch out, so you guys get 40 more minutes of me and David Henshaw talking. So,
Whoop, whoop.
yeah, it is still
Continuing
0-0.
on.
You know, still 0. Bentonville is going to get to throw it in. And now that we've switched sides, the wind will be
Behind our back,
Yeah.
which will help us.
will help. Ball's going to go out.
It's going to be Mia's kick. We'll see what we can do now, considering that the wind, like we just now said, is going to be to our benefit.
Woo!
I mean, like just like that. That's a great kick from across the ground. I can't wait to see what her punt looks like.
Oh, beautiful save. 2 saves in a row from Mia. Right off the bat. Nice and easy. Now we get to see that nice punt. There we go. Up and away. Hopefully we can do some more attacking. Beautiful pass. If we can just get behind that and
Ooh, she sent it across, but the goalkeeper stepped out of the goal. Was able to collect the ball. Again, switching it back forward in front of the goalkeeper. She's going to let the ball roll out to her, though. She'll have a punt. See, maybe our girls tend to do really good at collecting the punt from the opposing goalkeeper and making something happen of it. And now that the wind actually is going against those punts, it'll land with the girls that are usually the strongest at that around our midfielders. So,
yeah.
see what we can do. Let's see if she can sprint up there and get it.
And hopefully we
And
can
out.
just, apply some more pressure on their goalie in general by trying to make some shots, this half. Because we only, trying to form words, we only, assuming that the scoreboard is correct, have had 4 shots on Bentonville's goal so far in this game. So hopefully we can raise that number by quite a bit.
Wow. Quite a bunch of body movement there and aggression. Tell the bodies are running into each other. Gonna look for that pass opening through.
Yeah. You even see her
side.
checking behind herself to,
Yeah.
kind of judge where the defender is and plan accordingly for
Like we
what she
said
should
earlier,
be doing.
it's so impressive that they can take care of being so patient with the ball, but still moving in such a fast motion to be able to look for the next open pass and possibility, but also be aware of who's around them and where their defender is.
Charlie is tracking that ball down.
Our defense has been great this game. Like we mentioned, the whole first half, the defense had to really step up to the plate, and they were able to, including Mia. That is called offsides, so it is going to be a kick. Mia Crawford will take it. Gonna see again, the wind is with her now on these kicks, so what we can make of it. It's crazy to watch where the ball is going and how the girls respond to it. Both like jumping in the air, both trying to get a header on it, and just like colliding into each other in every single possession. They're both just putting everything they have to fight over the ball in that moment. And it's every possession that they're responding like that, which just proves how much we want it from both sides, both teams. Bentonville's trying to move the ball to get a good look at the goal and get some spacing, but our girls are sticking with that ball. No matter where it goes on the field, we have somebody there. Our spacing's been really, really good offensively and defensively. Bentonville has a breakaway towards the goal. Mia Crawford there to get it. That was a great takeaway and a shot by them. But wow,
It was a beautiful
look at that
save.
kick.
Yeah.
Come on, keep it
that
in.
in.
Oh, she
Oh.
tried. She gave it everything she had. Trying to send it and set it up down the field.
If we can just keep possession of the ball and, take it downfield, then I think we could have a good chance. Seeing as I really think that Mia's a bit stronger as a goalie, skill-wise, than Bentonville's goalie. So if we can just get it to where they're on their final, flag of defense, which is the goalie, I think we could potentially be able to make a shot. But it's just a matter of keeping that possession and being able to, play smart, but also play in such a way that we're not letting Bentonville kind of reach us.
Yes, currently with the first few minutes of this second half going by, we've really, from all aspects of the field, we've been on the defensive side. Oh, and that's over. It hit the field goal, so it's going to be Mia's kick, a goal kick. But from the aspect of where our players are, they've really been playing defense this whole start of the second half. Even our forwards moving with the defensively kind of take a step up and switch who's in the lead.
Really, I think we're just needing one of those moments where, we have Josie just taking it down the field.
Yeah, sending it forward, kicking it over, and letting Josie just use that speed to her advantage to get up there.
And if she's able to just face off against the goalie, that would be, absolutely ideal. So let's hope.
And she usually gets the win in those situations. She's such a strong player that any way that we can get that would be great.
Yeah, it would be really ideal to have one of those situations in the coming 30 minutes.
So, yeah, we just need to get that flip. Our defensive side has been so strong, but it's almost time to give the offense an opportunity to go down and see what we can do and make of it. Bentonville's offensive side has just been attacking so strong towards the goal.
Oh, another one. Just barely.
Mia Crawford
did not
saved.
Do you think we could get a replay on that real quick? I want to see that once more. Because that was...
Josie, wait.
Wow.
Well, he's breaking
I guess
through.
if we could... Oh,
And it went out. Don't
did go
worry,
out.
we didn't
It
miss
did go out.
anything.
Okay.
It's going to be a corner kick, though. It did go off of a Bentonville player off onto the sideline as we took the shot. They kicked it out. along the end of the field. So we will now have a corner kick.
This is going to be our first corner kick of the game.
Send it over. Try to get ahead on it. We're going to have the ball back on the outside. She's going to send it through again. And it is a goal! Woo! We mentioned right before they're going to try to get a header on that. They do it every single time on a corner kick.
Let's see this again.
Look at the celebrations. Oh,
Kicks it.
she
Gets sent out by
punches
the
it
goalie.
out. Another great send. Great
Takes her
kick.
time. Sends it back in. Header. Beautiful.
Perfect.
You know, just the way it was meant to be.
Great. Being able to take it from the outside, and she set herself up to have another great kick and positioning where she lined it up just high enough to where our girls were able to jump and get a header on that. And like I said, we put our whole body into that. She moved her head just in the right momentum and was able to hit it right at the top of the net, which is the ideal placement of the ball. Yeah, that was a beautiful shot. So now, as you can see on the scoreboard, 1-0. 30 minutes left of the second half, though.
Let's hope that the War Eagles can just kind of hold this as it is, you know, and keep the Tigers there. Mia
Trying to
keeps
get
it
the ball
you know.
out of the box. There we go.
All of our defenders
Flipped
on
it.
that immediately.
You can see as soon as the ball gets sent into the box, trying to get up just any leg on it to be able to get it out of that box.
Yeah, if we thought Bentonville was playing aggressive then, you know, just wait.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Because now, you know, they're down, and so you
Just
know
gives
how
them that
is
movement, but it also gives us the momentum that we needed. Gives us the motivation to keep going. But you think about how impressive it is. The Bentonville players have had offensive possession majority of this game. And so for us to not have very much offensive possession, but being able to make a goal out of the little time we got, so impressive. And to still keep them at no goals just shows a great,
and they were able
there
to
was a
return that
goal.
back.
But
So
in the minutes returning into that, just being able to hold our defense to it, and Mia Crawford doing a great job. On that one, that was just a beautiful shot by a Bentonville player. Great positioning on that shot. There wasn't much that Mia could do. She does everything in her power, so you know when she doesn't get a hand on it, it's just a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot to the corner. Great positioning.
all in all, one way or another, we are still, you know,
Two
tied up.
really
so.
fast goals. Like back-to-back momentum goals.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at, which obviously the
Oh,
viewers
wow.
can't see, but our scoreboard.
They did not
currently-
call that. They completely bodied her to the ground. I could not hear if there was a whistle on that, but I would sure hope that there was. She was in the air when she got taken out from underneath at her hips. So I believe she'll be all good, though.
And
It's a
that's-
crazy
that's
aggressive
our
play.
freshman. That's our freshman, who's our freshman starter, Berkeley Grundy. She's an amazing and very tough player.
You watch her out there. I mean, we just saw that hit she took, and she's up on her feet, ready to continue playing. She's walking it off right now like nothing happened, collecting her breath. She's such a fast and aggressive player, and it says a lot for a freshman to be playing basically the whole game on a varsity level.
Yeah, not only that, but a great varsity team, you know.
One of the best. I mean, look where we are. Look at where we're at.
She really had to earn her spot with, you know, the amount of seniors we have who, you know, don't even play varsity.
And you saw even her in that moment, the movement of her trying to get that ball and passing it behind her, ready to land and be able to take off forward towards the goal. If she wouldn't have been basically tackled in that position, she would have had an opening to take off. And we've seen her speed. It is so impressive.
Sending that ball right down, it's going to go straight to the Bentonville keeper.
Again, Bentonville keeper's done a great job at stepping out of her box too, just like Mia getting it. These are two such strong teams. It's hard to get those solid shots off.
Yeah. Well, and considering the score fourth of the, you know, opportunities that Bentonville has
towards
had
the goal,
towards
yeah.
the goal, and a fourth of the amount of shots taken. So it really just displays and illustrates the patience that we have.
Which we're right below 30 shots this game, which just shows how strong these girls are. to have only a goal put up on both sides of them with that many opportunities towards it. Great shout-outs to both goalkeepers for that, and both defensive lines for sure. Good touch to get that out of there. Bentonville's trying to set up a position to have a look at the goal.
Just need to be able to watch and see what team is able to play more cohesively and able to play more as a group.
Yes, that player for Bentonville was just now offsides, so it was called. We're going to have a kick. Switch of field again, like we mentioned earlier for anybody that's watching now. The wind is with our kick, so will help us this half. You even watch where the ball bounces, which direction when it hits the ground. Bentonville looking for an opportunity. Great pass through by them. Mia Crawford there, ready. You see she puts her body right up against the post of the goal to make sure that they don't have an opening to look. They're at it. She's so good at moving where the ball is in the direction of the ball.
She just, becomes a brick wall in
Yeah,
that
pretty
scenario.
much. And it worked. It was a great response to where the Bentonville player was at the moment. Trying to play over the heads. Oh, great
Beautiful.
pass. Beautiful touch by Josie. Out
Over
to
to
the freshman, Berkeley.
Trying to attack that. Berkeley also does track, and I believe she had the meet of champions not long ago.
Yeah.
This week, yeah. Busy week for her then.
Busy game yesterday. She had a track meet. She game today. So what you would definitely consider an athlete right there.
Yeah.
All around. And just like we were mentioning earlier, her speed shows on the field, and it shows in track too. So she carries that on over.
Yeah,
She's a valuable kid to have at Heritage High School.
and she has so much time to develop, and really become a great asset. Bentonville's throwing it in.
Mia Crawford scoops it up.
Yeah, scoops it right up.
And she's right off to switching the field. That might potentially have a bounce to get to Josie Wakefield. Oh, wow. Great touch by Josie with that header, trying to push it forward. Here we go, looking for an opportunity at the goal.
Heritage just trying to get behind that ball.
Defense going to switch it forward.
Just trying to have a chance to put some momentum behind it.
You can look, Bentonville defense is really putting on our offense, but our offense is handling it so well with making sure that we keep our spacing and being able to pass in good positions. Bentonville trying to have a look at the goal. Great defense, pushing her out and away from the goal.
Yeah, all of our defenders, coming together.
Going to be a kick for Mia Crawford. But yeah, you can see our defense right there, making sure, not necessarily going out for the ball, but just pushing the defender out, or the offensive player out away from the goal to give them more room, more space, for their shot. Which always helps.
Whew. It's a stressful spot in the game right here, being tied up 1-1.
Tying up the shoes of the goalkeeper with those big gloves on. Really, you cannot grab those shoelaces. Little breather for both teams in that moment, though. Great tap there. Trying to get the ball out. Again, like we mentioned earlier, the stands are full as Bentonville takes a corner kick. Ooh, touch it out. It's going to be Mia's kick.
I'm very happy about that. Corner kicks
That was
make me
kind of nervous, yeah.
Especially
Especially because both of these teams out here have such strong corner kicks that they can send it into the middle, and both of the players can get a header on it. Like we just saw, we scored off of a header earlier off of a corner kick. And then they headed it, just went to the left of the goal. So a little pushing in the back.
Yeah, and the thing about a corner kick is it's almost that much scarier because of the fact that no one has the advantage of speed, in that scenario because everyone is kind of clustered into that same spot. And so it's just who's able to get better touches on it in that moment.
Yeah, you just have to be set up, ready for whatever it brings. There's no real way to predict where it's going either. You don't have to be nervous for those girls out on the field. Good touch by that Bentonville player there to get the ball out of the ground, but our defense is there.
Mia's going to attack that and scoop it right up. Bentonville has now reached 24 shots on the goal. Ooh, beautiful. Flipping the field. Heritage going to take it over with a beautiful pass. Bentonville goalie is right there, though.
Good way that we got it down on that side of the field, though. I feel like we've been on our side of the field for quite a while.
Yeah.
So proud of our girls for being able to make them take the risky play of passing it back and going forward or trying to make a turn. Just getting it out of there to be able to set up and have a strong defense.
Yeah.
Another great decision. Just you watch the IQ of our girls.
Just intentional gameplay, you know?
I mean, like I just mentioned, the IQ is so strong on our girls and watching how they are. They always make a smart decision. Right there, that was kind of a nerve-wracking shot, too. Good shot by a Bentonville girl.
Yeah.
Mia dove on it. She blocked the side, but they happened to go a little too far to the right of the goalpost.
And being able to, really be conscious while you're playing is really important and make intelligent and intentional moves and not just let muscle memory take over is something that the Heritage players are really good at. Making those decisions in the moment based off of your surroundings and being able to be very aware of who's around you in order to play better.
Yes. Mia's going to have a kick.
Just a little over 20 minutes in this second half of the game. So we're almost four-fourths of the way through, but we are still tied up. So
it was kind of a rough fall. Both of them took a hard hit. Gonna stop the clock for a minute. Our girls are gonna get a water break.
Probably a good idea. I mean, it is hot out there, and although it's not, it may not feel like it's like, scorching hot when you're out there. It's still, when you're out there running around and doing all of this exercise, it can be pretty hard to stay hydrated.
Especially with the intensity of this game, you know how drained and tired these girls have to be coming to the final ends of it. And with the pressure on the line of it being tied up with 20 minutes left, they're giving it everything they have right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is a ticket to the semifinals and a ticket to being, top 4 in the state of Arkansas. So obviously both teams want this pretty bad.
Again, like we were mentioning earlier, though, it's just an honor to be in this position for both of these teams and getting the chance to continue their season.
Yeah, no, it is such an honor. And we saw on our senior night, we have so many seniors on both of the soccer teams.
Yes.
So it's
and I mean, our almost all sports. I think we have 4 for softball. We have quite a few for baseball.
like
I mean,
13,
really,
13.
our whole
yeah.
entire almost team, I feel like, is all graduating.
So a
Saturday.
lot of seniors in our spring sports. So it kind of pushes you that extra mile because it's your last year here and it's your last time to kind of prove yourself as a player before either taking it to the next level or just continuing your education elsewhere, doing whatever you're going to do outside of college. But it just gives you that extra push and that extra motivation. And so they want it, extra bad.
Yeah, and for those seniors, like you were just mentioning, that are going to pursue their education to the higher level, but not necessarily continue to play after this. Neither of these teams with their seniors want that to be their last chance to play. They want this moment to last as long as they can and the season to be as long as it can. And so that just shows why they're working so hard for it and how much motivation they have going into this game.
Yeah, exactly. And you get told to, make every minute of it, but that really only starts to set in when instead of having your firsts and your different little first events of high school, you're having your lasts, and it starts to really soak in that this might be the last time I get to do something like this and do the thing that I enjoy competitively. So,
especially for these seniors that we talked about, their graduation is tonight, but they're already out of high school. They've already had their last day. They've already done everything that feeds into that. So
Mia scoops it up, punts it.
it's great by Mia. Great play. Ooh, great pass to the outside. Fortunately, a Bentonville player got to it right before we did. Ooh, great touch. Our girls are looking really composed at the moment. The Bentonville players are just very competitive with us. Our defense immediately back and ready to be set up.
Oh, that's going to be Bentonville's second goal. Not much Mia could have done in that situation. 'Cause it
That
right
was a
in the-
beautiful,
right in
beautiful
the
shot.
corner. Yeah.
Great move. She faked it, put it back to the other side, and very impressive to kick that with the left leg. Wasn't even gross dominant. Like,
We
no,
still
she's a lefty.
still
I
have the
know
time
her.
we need, So hopefully this gives us that extra push to just kind of dial it in.
But look, we're already there. We're already ready to go. We're set up. Just waiting on that ref to blow her whistle and allow us to go. See what we can make of this now. Hopefully it gives us the motivation to get going. Oh, great play to outside. Ooh, now I'm feeling it even for the girls from the Tide and now being down. I'm like, oh, let's go.
I know, yeah. Like, let's just hurry up and get this down the field, please.
That ball must be very, very aired up because you watch all of their taps from both teams. It shoots right up in the air. Bentonville sending it across the field. Is I going to have another opportunity for a shot? Oh, great job putting your body in front of that. Trying to get a touch to be able to send it out. Ooh. I really do not know how they called that on us. The referee's saying that it was a push in the back, but
There were
yes,
quite a
we
few
mentioned we are
moments.
biased, but they were side by side in that possession. So I'm kind of curious on where that push came from.
There were quite a few moments from Bentonville players as well that were
Yeah.
kind of the exact same energy and maybe even amplified that didn't get called. So
Kind of a shove on both sides. You saw really every Heritage fan out in these crowds stand up and put their hands in the air questioning.
ball goes over.
Way over. Wow. What a leg. She's at like halfway up the field goal.
Can't complain.
Yeah, you think about though like that aggression and that speed behind that ball. That's what Mia Crawford has to catch every possession. So you start putting that into like the thought, wow.
Yeah, and not only that, but Bentonville having 20 more shots at goal.
Charlie trying to look for the next pass.
Oh, kicking it into no man's land.
Gonna be our throw. Again, shout out to our ball girl. Got it back in really fast. Our touches seem to be getting a little forward in front of us, and that's what I was saying. I think the ball might be a little over-aired. You watch the way they're playing with it, both teams.
Whew, good
Seems
control of that. But just goes
Very
out by
hard
a
to
little bit.
control, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really weird concept thinking about soccer, using literally every other part of your body to control a projectile except for your hands, which is your first instinct. Watching her, stop that
except
with
for the goalkeeper,
her
the
upper chest just now.
Using like, you put in, she went down. I don't know if she knew her pass completed. She looked up and she looked quite happy. Yeah, you use your head, you use your chest, knee, anything. They're going to look for another shot at the goal. Slips right by the player. It's going to be Mia's kick. Bentonville's really putting it on our defense at the moment.
Yeah.
Our defense is really having to stay engaged in the game and give it everything they have.
I know, Bentonville's goalie's just been standing there She's
She's her
outside
arm crossed.
Yeah.
Her arms are crossed, and she's just been standing there for a little bit. She's pants and long sleeves on. Oh, she's got to be hot right now.
I would be dying. That would be it for me, I think.
Standing right in the sun.
I think they just put Berkeley right back in. So it's nice that she was doing okay because she did,
I don't know how that was not called for a hand on either side. Ooh, breakaway, Josie. Go, Josie. Sorry. Not biased. It should be our throw, though.
Very nice. Josie took a second to realize it. Like, oh,
I think she
that's
was
fine.
waiting for one of the other girls to come up and be able to throw it, but then she realized we had some girls down there already ready to play, and she was like, oh, let me just get it in. Oh, how did a shot come off? Fortunately, didn't get there.
Sent down the sideline, but goes out of bounds. So
It's going to be our throw.
under 15 minutes left. Tossing it right in. Oh, and right back out. Well, at
Another
least,
throw for
at
us.
least we're a little closer in. Yeah, at some point or another, it just becomes the throwing game.
You can hear Coach yelling, trying to get those girls stacked in there. Oh, we're so close to the goal. For an opportunity. She kicks it out. See how we respond to it. Oh, she's got the ball again. Looking for a good cut through. Ooh, she's right there. She's right there. Oh. She got thrown down. I really don't know why we're not
Yeah,
calling that.
okay.
But all right.
You can
Look,
see a lot of the heritage
they're all
fans
pointing. They're trying to get the ref. Even the girls on the field. And our girls are very good at controlling their temper on the field, so clearly they're a little confused on that one.
Yeah, I feel like our fans are, they'll point and everything, but I feel like they're a lot less vocal.
They are, but you can tell even that got to them, the fans and the players on the field. Probably just a little upset that on this end it got called and on our end it didn't, especially in that position because we were right in front of the goal. Would have had a penalty kick, which, one-on-one with the goalkeeper is always fun. Always a great opportunity, especially in the position we're in at the moment. What an impressive throw. Get it out, get it out. There we go. Just trying to get it out. Here comes Josie across. Another good touch. Again, going to send it up. Josie's there.
Woo,
Let's see what touch she can get on it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh. Hopefully we can gain this back.
Yes, especially now. It was a little challenging at the moment we were in. Oh,
Just trying to play this.
what a great move by Berkeley.
Cool, calm,
Sends
confident.
Sends it across. She's there. Shoot it. Shoot it. Woo. Wow. Wow. We're right there.
Oh my gosh. Back to another heritage player.
Guys, I'm having to bite my lip right now. This is nerve-wracking.
I know, it is so scary,
That
especially.
Bentonville defender did not see our offensive player coming up behind her, and she snuck right behind her, and it was just her and the goalkeeper, one-on-one. Great shout-out to the goalkeeper on Bentonville's side, being able to stay in that, but woo, right there.
Yeah, heritage is really coming to play now.
See the fans standing up right there. They were like, just take the ball, go. We're trying to have a little bit of a momentum switch. Bentonville's been more offensively driven, and we've been more defensively driven, but we're trying to get kind of a Bentonville switch to get offensively on the heritage side. And we're doing a great job at that. Kicking the ball, our defensive line is kicking the ball forward.
Yeah.
Consistently trying to let the offense have an opportunity to go towards the goal. And like we saw, Josie's got that speed to be able to take it.
100%.
We mentioned it earlier. If you can just find a gap for the ball to go through, we'll be able to have it. Okay, I believe that went off a Bentonville player, but we're going to see. Nope, they're going to give it a corner kick. Say it went off of us. Ooh, these are always a little nerve-wracking.
Stressful times. Everyone's kind of coming in.
Around 11 minutes left of the game. Making sure all of our heritage players are marking up with somebody in that box. If the Bentonville player jumps, our player's going to jump with them.
Yeah. Only the the only person staying back from Heritage at this point is
Ooh, get it out, get it out, get it.
she's our gal, so she's just staying back in case
That
ball
was
gets to her.
an
and she's-
amazing move right there.
Yeah, that was stressful, but we were able to,
Oh,
get it
and
right
they,
back
they
out.
called it. Either I'm gonna assume a handball in that situation, but it might have just been aggression, pushing, pulling jersey, something like that. Which from where it's at would make sense. We know it's not going to be an offside, so based off of a corner kick. Everybody's just there. So, ooh,
Bentonville
Going
receives that
down.
well, though. Yeah, heading
here
straight
they
back
come,
down with
attacking.
it.
Get the ball out. What an intense game this is at the moment. Gonna send it.
I feel like our teams, definitely have really different approaches when it comes to this game.
Trying to send it forward. Another throw for us. Both teams are doing great at using, like you were mentioning earlier, other body parts to control the ball out there on the field. It's not just their feet. They've used their knees, they've used their chest, their head plenty of times.
Yeah, I
Mia's
mean,
going to come out to that.
Thought of it is just so counterintuitive, not being able to use your hands whatsoever when trying to stop something.
Yes.
So much power behind that.
It's really, you cannot use anything below your elbow. Which is kind of crazy to think about, too. Because I feel like even just like jumping in front of that ball, hitting your arm, and still continuing that aggression, although they've played so much in the last few minutes, and getting it
Ooh.
forward. The hard thing is Bentonville's been so good on attacking, and we've been so strong on defense that the moment for our team to switch from defense to offense is having to be so quick before it switches back to defense that we're just trying to get that balance going. Our War Eagles usually do a pretty good job of it.
Hopefully we can go back to being, super aggressive and getting it towards Bentonville's goal.
Mia's going to come out there. Ooh,
Not too much time
She
left
just got
in this
tripped up.
game.
sending it over to Josie. Oh, we just need to get a touch on that side of the field instead of letting one of the Bentonville players get it. Because they go as far as they can with it. If we can send it forward, right here, make something out of this possession. Switch it into the inside, send it forward to Josie. She's there. Oh,
And they're not going to chase it.
they called it offsides.
Oh,
And Josie, that's kind of an interesting one. I thought she was lined up with the player, but it can be something as small as just a foot in front of that player, which she very well could have had. We could have made something out of that play, though. So Bentonville player is going to take the kick now. Discussing something. Tell him to stop the time. It took a little while for them to call the time on that because they didn't really understand, which for our Heritage War Eagles does not help in the situation we're down by 1 goal with time running out. But
oh,
good, I'm glad that one got called because
yeah. it was
Bentonville
good to see.
players are complaining, Heritage players are excited, but it's just been that way the whole game.
Yeah.
So many things that could have been called that weren't called, things that were called that make you question why other things weren't. It's just when it's so aggressive like this, it's hard. You can't call everything, so. You can tell how aggressive they're being, though. Trying to get their foot in every possession on each side.
Yeah, Orioles just trying so hard.
We're trying so hard to flip that field. Their defensive line just sends it back across, and it's been a lot of going side to side with just strong kicks. It's really what team can get a touch on that end of the field after one of those kicks. Mia grabbed that, luckily. Again, so scary at this point in time. 5 minutes left in the game. One out, Bentonville throw.
I will say, it seems like a lot of the Bentonville players are much taller than our players.
They're big.
Yeah.
They're a big team, yeah.
I mean,
Because you look at Josie Wakefield compared to all of them, and Josie Wakefield's a tall,
Josie
she's a tall
Wakefield,
girl.
yeah, she is tall, yeah.
You know, what, 5'8", 5'10", something like that. Taller than average, and she looks average out here on the field against some of these Bentonville girls. Most of the Bentonville girls. The one in the back here, she looks like she could be around 6 foot.
Yeah.
So Josie Wakefield and Berkeley actually just switched sides of the field. Some type of heritage strategy. They know what they're doing. Coaches know. Try to get some movement going. I think they're going to try to switch the field since it's been on that side. Oof. It's a little too strong. Going to switch who's throwing it in. On Bentonville's side, it's kind of a time killer.
Under 4 minutes left.
Getting nervous for our Heritage War Eagles, but they got it. Sends it forward. Oh, how I wish one of us. Yes. Great touch on the ball. Sorry, guys. A
I
little
know it's
excited
hard
on
to
that.
keep the commentating composure, I guess, when it's a high
have your
pressure
mind
situation
rushing.
like this.
Sure, any Heritage fans watching that situation, we just connected, saying the same thing on that. Just trying to get a touch on the ball. We're switching it. Bentonville's loaded in the back. Wow. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We're going to have a kick. We'll see what we can make of this.
Woo!
Set up. Oh, she got a good tap on that, but going to go
Sent
back
right
to us.
back.
Oh, what a great move to turn away from that defender. So impressive. Oh, a little bit of the touch got away. Wow. Just. Oh, Charlie's back up, ready to be back in the game. Really no time to lay down at the moment. They want this. Going to be out. It's going to be a Bentonville throw.
Only 2 minutes left in this game. Time is, dwindling. Dwindling and dwindling fast at that.
To move it over, Mia Crawford comes out and gets the ball. She's going to flip it. She's playing at such a fast pace, which is sometimes underestimated by a goalkeeper because they're not running as much, they're not moving as much. But you watch how important that was for her to play like that.
We are rushing now.
Their goalkeeper has it. Yeah, I mean,
Really cannot
under
waste
a minute
time.
30, we've got to be all offensive right now. Cannot kill any time. And obviously, Bentonville being a smart team, having a high Q as athletes like they do, they're going to kill as much time as they can in spots like that where the goalkeeper has it. So we just have to see what we can make of it. It's going to be our throw.
Ball girls are very important right now.
Yes. Really happened since we've been down. Bentonville's going to throw it in. We'll see. Probably take some time. See, switching out like that. Going to take a little bit of time off the clock.
See, I'm not a fan of this, this sort of approach
Time
to
killer, yeah.
strategy.
Not a fan for us Heritage players, but it is a high IQ position. We'd want the same for our War Eagles if they were in. What a great pass. Trying to make something out of it. Oh, no communication there and just happened to hit off of the side of her leg. Ball's back out there. Ooh, great punch through. She's going to take it to the goal with her. Going to get in between the ball and the player.
20 seconds left. 20.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Oh,
Called.
and we called it. Okay,
Called it with 10 seconds left.
there's 10 seconds left on the clock.
We can't. I don't know why we're
The
not
time
stopping the
never
clock.
stopped. The clock should have stopped.
Okay. Well,
Oh, no, it should not have.
they didn't stop the clock.
I'm guessing you did not have to stop it on that.
That's
Well, that is a
Interesting.
hard
that is an
way
interesting
to
way
go
to end
down.
that,
We
that
had
game.
10 seconds left.
You know,
Didn't
feel
have
like
time to get the kickoff. See, our girls are even asking.
if you're gonna call it with 10 seconds left,
Our girls
then
are
at that
even
point,
asking.
At that point, you're inadvertently contributing, I guess, to the other team and contributing to their stalling in a way. But can't always go our way, and we fought really hard for it. So
Yeah, both teams, I mean, such a well-rounded game. Both teams so competitive. Both had opportunities on the goals. Both continue to play aggressive through the last minute. We saw even there fighting for it with everything that we have. Our Heritage girls have so much to be proud of and such a proud season. Such a high note to end on. Our seniors should be so proud. Our whole team should be proud, and knowing they just gave it everything they had in that game.
yeah, nothing more we could really ask of these ladies today. They did so good.
They did everything they could, and it's been an amazing season for all of them, and they should not be upset by any means. That was a great game by both teams.
Well, this is our last sporting
yeah.
event of the year, I guess, that we'll be at home, that we're streaming. And so goodbye for the summer then, maybe, until we have another thing to stream. But goodbye for the start of the summer.
Except for the spring
the
game.
spring game. This is our last, competitive non-scrimmage event. So we will see you for the spring game. But besides that, we'll
That's
see you
a
when
wrap.
we see you.
Yeah, we'll see you when you see you. So thank you for everybody that watched.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe. Bye, War Eagles.